This is Key North, and she has some of the most spectacular pipework I have ever seen. Let's go check it out. So she's got a lot of stories, this one. However, one that stands out is back in 2022, she suffered an engine failure, but we'll touch on that one a little bit later. Let's have a look at some of the ship's specifics. She weighs in at 2,634 tonnes, and she's got a deadweight tonnage of 3,750 tonnes. She's German built. She's 89 metres by 14 metres. This pipework is absolutely phenomenal. Look at it all. What an absolute feast for the eyes. I can barely take it all in. Someone had to design this, and then it had to be built. Phenomenal stuff. As we take a good look round, you might notice some of the crew out and about. Now, hopefully at some point we might get a little bit of a wave today, but we'll have a look at that a little bit later. So Key North is part of the Fjord shipping fleet that are based in Norway. They list themselves as a reliable, competent and customer-focused ship management company with a headquarters in Malloy, Norway. It appears here that Key North has had a few different names over the years. So back in 1992/3, she was launched originally as LISELOTTE ESSBERGER. Then in 1997, she was changed to Lima Chemist. In 2008, she was changed back to LISELOTTE ESSBERGER. And then in 2015, she became what we see here, which is Key North. So one of the things we noticed while flying around this vessel is just how striking the colour scheme is. I mean, I love the red, but the yellow walkways really stand out. And to be honest, they've done a fantastic job on this one. Here we see two of the crew taking a little bit of a stroll along the yellow walkway. Not sure they're going to notice us this time though. We'll try again in a minute. So those that have seen our channel before know that we like looking at ships. However, we don't actually know that much about ships, as we are very new to the ship spotting game. So I've got a question here. Why on earth is all of that water spraying out through where the anchor chain is coming from? There's been mixed reports on the internet. Some say, it sprays water out to wash down the anchor chain. Others say, it's to do with ballast. Somebody here must be able to answer that question for me. We'd like to have a cheeky nose in the bridge if we can, just to see what we can see. We can see some silhouettes, see some outlines in there of potentially the captain and crew. See if we can, not necessarily get their attention, but see if we can spot anything interesting going on in there. Looks like the captain have a lean over, being a little bit nosy with whatever's going on with the engineering team down below. Now here we see what could presumably be one of the engineers on board. Having a look at some of the gear. Now, in all honesty, I've got no idea what that does. Somebody out there must know what they're up to. In 2022, Key North was en route between Ghent and Balboa carrying fish oil. She blew a piston in the engine. The piston blowing actually caused the engine to overheat. Now, anyone familiar with engines know that they don't particularly like heat, or blown pistons for that matter. She was forced to drop anchor just outside of the local shipping lane. Obviously, you don't drop anchor in the middle of a shipping lane, not unless you wish to get knocked over. The planned repairs were due to take about 3 hours, but she actually sat there for around about 8 hours before they could commence their journey. You know, perhaps some of the guys that we've just seen there sort of working on the ship might have been the guys that were solving that problem, because it was only in 2022. So she's listed as an oil and chemical tanker. I'm not too sure what she had on board at this particular moment in time. However, she was sitting at Margate Roads, anchorage, potentially awaiting orders. I'm sitting very high in the water, so I'm going to presume she could potentially be empty here. However, somebody might know something that I don't. Quite interesting that she's sitting, one end is sitting rather low in the water and the other sitting very high, almost on the lean. So I wonder if that's got anything to do with the water coming out. So having a good look around this vessel, we do love it when the crew spots us and gives us a wave, and that's exactly what this guy does. Love it. If you like what you've seen so far, please consider dropping us a like or subscribing. Let's have a little bit of a look round at the flags that we see on here then. Ideally, we can hopefully figure out where she's from. Although there's not a lot of wind today, you can just about make out the flag of Gibraltar here on the flagpole on the rear. And a chance to take it all in. I cannot get over just how good a condition this ship is, considering it was built in 1992. That makes it 32 years old. We've seen other tankers on the channel, so we've seen Mentor and we've seen Silver Kenner, which both, they're in good condition, but they are nothing on this. So Silver Kenner springs to mind only because she was a similar age, maybe a little bit younger, but she was kitted out very, very beautifully, just like this one here today. Thanks for watching today. See you next time.